Woo! Here we are, back again. We have it. I got one. The Final Fantasy Collector Booster Box. Oh, that honestly really hurt to open it. But regardless, oh man, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna, hopefully, fingers crossed, like bigly fingers crossed, this is gonna be a fun one. So, before I get into it, as everybody knows, or sometimes you don't know if it's your first time here, I'm doing what's called a Collector Booster Challenge for my channel. Started 183 Collector Booster boosters, trying to get it to 1,000 subscribers on the channel. Then I will open up all of these. Ideally, I'm trying to collect every Collector Booster, all the time. So I have a good handful of them, as you can see right now. Like, there's so freaking many of them. I'm gonna get the box out of the way for a second. There's so many of them, like a ton, a lot. We're making good progress on it, but we see collector boosters in front of us. One has to go into the box. Roll, and let's see. So we got two. Two is on. This says that one. This lovely collector booster here is added to the box now. Ooh, there it is. So, if you want to see that open, then subscribe. That's really all I gotta say. Be along for the journey. And I'm not holding you up any longer. Let's get into some Final Fantasy cards here. I really hope... no, it's backwards. It's backwards, so the good stuff's gonna be at the beginning. Alright. Here we go. Ooh, we started off with the Surge Foil. Kuja? Geom Sorcerer, Surge Foil, beginning of your end step. Create a tapped 0/1 black wizard creature token with whenever you cast a non-creature spell. This token deals 1 damage to each opponent. Then if you control 4 or more wizards, transform. Which, let's see the back here. We have a Farseek for the other thing. So, nice shiny Flame Star. If a wizard you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage instead. So, pretty cool. Surge Foil in this does look amazing. Don't know what it's worth, but I'll sleeve it up. Sleeve it up just because. Could be a couple bucks. It's not one of the crazy Surge Foils, but yeah, there's that. I'm also putting aside Final Fantasy X cards because that's my favorite game. So we have the Farseek. Speaking of it, we got a Yuna's Decision right away. Choose one, continue the pilgrimage, sacrifice a creature. If you do, draw a card. You may put a creature card and or a land card from your hand on the battlefield. Find another way. Return 1 of 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Beautiful. That's going to go in the special up top pile. Another commander card. I'm not even going to try, but whenever you play a land from exile or cast a spell from exile, gain life. Draw, look at the top card of your library, you may exile face down, play until end of turn. You may play cards with my boy here, spells cast 2 less. Alright, yeah, that's interesting. Third commander card in a row, we have a Scythe. Job select, at the beginning of your end step, put a soul counter on this equipment for each player who lost life this turn. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each soul counter on this equipment, and is an assassin as well. Death Sickle, equip 2. Hey, my boy, we got a Jet card too. Menace, whenever Jet deals combat damage to a player, you may exile it, then return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control, which is sick because it becomes this nice, cool Braska's Aeon with Jet Beam. For the first 2, each opponent discards a card, and we draw a card. And the ultimate Jet Shot, each opponent sacrifices 2 creatures of their choice. Beautiful, beautiful guy. You go up in the Final Fantasy X pile, and we have a land. And quickly, I'm just going to look through these. Some are foil, some aren't. Traveling Chocobo, Random Encounter, Haste Magic, Adventure Airship, and Treachery. So, put the land. Do I want to put the lands? I guess this is how we're opening it. So, uncommon, 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 uncommon can go there, and the commons can go there, and we'll keep that intact. Alright, cool. So, that's basically how it goes. Started off with a Surge rare, so hopefully we can get a little bit more because everybody knows how these are like. And get more. We freaking did. Heater off the bat, a whatever, Borderless Showcase, whatever they want to call it right now. Extended, it's not extended art. But Borderless Buster Sword, breaking through the limit. Equipped creature gets +3/+2. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. You may cast a spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to that damage without paying its mana cost. You equip 2. I gotta get a sleeve. Gotta get a sleeve for it. Woo, baby! Hit a heater! We hit a heater! Let's go! Oh, this is so sweet. Deadly Dispute. Instant to cast a spell, sack a creature or artifact a creature, draw 2 cards, create a treasure. So, neat. Veteran Fan? Sure. Reach. Vehicles you control get +1/+1, have vigilance and reach. If a vehicle crewed by Veteran Fan this turn attacks, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, you may pay 3. If you do, after this, there's an additional combat phase. So double the combat phase. We have a Summon Primal Odin. So the second one's pretty crazy. Destroy targeted creature an opponent controls. Second phase of the saga. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. And the last one, draw 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life. So, whew, pretty bad. We have a Vengeful Samurai. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your graveyard from Final Fantasy VI. Double strike. Whenever 1 or more creature cards leave your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on Sam. Sure. We have Archon Elder. Now, whenever you scratch the veil, draw a card. Nice and simple. With a Shiny Plains Stolen Uniform. Honestly, artwork looks beautiful. Ooh, Capital City. There's that. Also looking for any of the Sin cards for this. Sid cards. Yeah, I also am looking for a Sid, but you know how it goes. Man, that Buster Sword is so sweet. I wanted one of those. Oh, I'm so glad they hit that. Ooh, baby. All right, what's next? Let's see. Another Surge foil, but not the one we particularly are looking for. Vincent Valentine, Surge foil. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, put a number of +1/+1 counters on Vincent equal to that creature's power. Whenever Vincent Valentine attacks, you may transform it. And we have a beast here with Trample Lifelink. When it dies, return to the battlefield tapped. Front face up. So, pretty cool. I'll throw it up there in a pile of cool stuff. Nice little lightning bolt here. A Surge foil, Titus. A Surge foil. Baby. Surge foil, Titus. Oh man, at the beginning of combat on your turn, you may move a counter from target creature you control onto a second target creature you control. Cheer whenever 1 or more creatures you control with counters on them deal combat damage to a player. You may draw a card and proliferate once per turn. Oh, that is freaking amazing. Oh yeah. Gotta get you in a sleeve. I am loving this box so far. Whew. Come on, buddy. There you go. You're going in the Final Fantasy X pile because that's where I want you. Oh, we have Aaron Gainsborough lifelink. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Gainsborough. Whenever it dies, put an X +1/+1 counters on each legendary creature you control where X is the number of counters on it. Wow, that's kind of busted. I won't lie. That's the thing. Like, this set is bonkers with all the new mechanics, and the power is so high. Menace assassins you control have menace. Whenever you attack with 1 or more legendary creatures, you may pay 2 and a black. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking. Oof. With Muggles Valor. For each creature you control, create a 1/2 white Moogle creature token with lifelink. Then creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Nice actual protection spell. Just 5 drops a lot, but still. Nice little forest. And then we have Whiteheart, little bird. Eden, Side quest, a sandworm. I love the creatures. The creatures. A Shiva summon. Let's freaking do it, baby. Cool. So summon Shiva can go up there. This is where the split's at. So the rest go boom and boom. Yes. I wanted a Yuna, but am I really going to complain about a Titus Surge Foil Commander face card? No. No. Wow. Just. Wow. Alright, let's go for the next one. Excalibur 2 is not as crazy as the other, as the last few. Whenever you gain life, put a charge counter on Excalibur 2. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each charge counter on Excalibur 2. But it's nice and, like, it's a good equipment. I will say that. Memory, so we have a Stroke of Midnight. I'll just put that down there. Destroy target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 1/1 white human creature token. Get that back into focus. These are not bad. Not bad. It's just, you're seeing the same one, so that's what I'm seeing everywhere. Kuja? Geom Sorcerer? That's what we're going with. Hey, it's the same thing. At the beginning of your end step, create a tap 0/1 black wizard. When it dies, whenever you cast another creature spell, this token does 1 damage to each opponent, then transform it with the wizards. Let's see what it looks like in the other way. Search Foil definitely looks better. The other art looks a lot better than that, but that is okay. That's what happens. We have a Treasure Hunter. So, can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Mug, whenever it attacks, each player mills a card. If a land card was milled this way, create a treasure token. Until end of turn, you may cast a spell from among those cards. Nice. Ooh, a cool card! The Earth Crystal. There we go. Green spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. If you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on a creature control, put twice that many, and distribute 2 +1/+1. Wow. Okay, so it's a +1/+1 counter doubler. That is all me. Your boy loves +1/+1 counters, so that's gonna go somewhere. Summon Titan. Mill 5 cards. Return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Until end of turn, another target creature control gains trample and gets +X/+X, where X is the number of lands you control. Nice. Nice card. That's pretty cool. Swamp. Hound, Prince, Phoenix down. I did want one of those, so that makes me happy. Wow, so far no Sids. That's crazy. No Sid cards yet. Which is, I guess that makes sense for its price point being, it's like $4 per Sid, because I was just trying to see, like, okay, what am I? Ooh, the Water Crystal, borderless foil. Blue spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. If an opponent would mill 1 or more cards, they mill that many cards +4 instead, so it's a mill thing. Each opponent mills cards equal to the number of cards in your hand. So, okay, it's something from standard mill. Oh, light up the stage. If only it was a different one. If it was a different one, I would be happier. But light up the stage, spectacle until exile the top 2 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. Cool. Joshua Phoenix Dominant. When Joshua enters, discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. And for 5, tap Exile Joshua, then return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control. Activate only as a sorcery. So it becomes like a little Phoenix guy. Rising Flames. Phoenix deals 2 damage to each opponent, twice. Flames of Rebirth. And return any number of target creature cards with total mana value 6 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile Phoenix, then return it to the battlefield front face up. Cool. Triple Triad. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player exiles the top card of their library until end of turn. You may play the cards you own exiled this way, and each other card exiled this way with lesser mana value than it without paying mana costs. Yikes. Oh, yes. I'm doing this for myself. So, Orin, Venerated Guardian, he's a human spirit samurai, my favorite character from Final Fantasy X. And I was like, man, do I want to build Tron, like Tron Auron? And now I have an Auron, so one step closer to making it happen. Shooting Star, whenever Auron attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. When you do, exile target creature defending player controls with power less than Auron's power until Auron leaves the battlefield. You're looking good, Arin. Might become Charin. That's awesome. We have a glove. Equipped creature has double strike. Whenever equipped creature attacks, if it's the first combat phase this turn, untap it. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. So, really good card as well. If you're trying to build a Tron and or to summon, yes, another summon Shiva, but it's in the other art. Oh, I'm so excited. Heavenly Strike. I don't need to read it. It's an uncommon, and we got a Sid. A Sid. I'm pretty sure the Sids are valuable, so I'm gonna price chart him out. Come on, buddy, get into focus. There we go. Sid, Timeless Artificer. Artifact creatures and heroes you control get +1/+1 for each Artificer you control and each Artificer card in your graveyard. A deck can have any number of cards named Sid, Timeless Artificer. So, hey, look, back to back. Do I want to make a Sid pile? Sure, I'll make off screen to the side. These piles are ridiculous. So we got another Sid. I don't need to read it. Sid from Final Fantasy VI. Leave him up there so we can see what he's worth. Move him to the side. Zane, Restoration Magic. There. Turn, Magic Pot, and Weapons Vendor. Nice. Actually, Weapons Vendor is a card I was looking at, so I'm hitting a lot of things that I want out of this, and I am stoked right now. Like, I'm genuinely, extraordinarily thrilled. Let's see, please, something good? Alright, so we have another full art thing. Final Fantasy 2. We have the Farion, Wild Rose Warrior. Equipped creatures you control have haste. Whenever a non-token equipment you control enters, create a token that's a copy of it, except it has this equipment abilities cost 2 less to activate. Sack that token at the beginning of the next upkeep. Get him back into focus there. Beautiful, beautiful looking card. Oh, we got the lightning. Yo, that's sick. You can go there. We got the lightning. The Ishin Two Heavens is one, but it's lightning instead. So that's awesome. That's a really nice artwork. Seeing it like up close in person. If a creature attacking causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Especially since Ishin was going up. So, and it's skinned as lightning. Hey, Titus again. Titus. Do I need to read you, buddy? Do I really need to read you? I mean, there's a nicer one of you over to the side. I'm not gonna read it. We're just gonna let it here. Look at it for a minute and put him in a Final Fantasy X pile. Zeldinch, sure. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Zel gets +1/+0 for each land you control. Beginning of your end step, return a land you control to its owner's hand. So, that's nice and simple. Oh, we got a Sephiroth. Sephiroth Fallen Hero, not the crazy one that we want. Whenever Sephiroth attacks, you may put a cell counter on target creature. Till end of turn, each modified creature control has base power and toughness 7/5. The Reunion, 3 second modified creature. Return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Wow, that's kind of good. And we have a Lunar Whale, a vehicle flying. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. As long as the Lunar Whale attacked this turn, you may play the top card of your library. Okay, that's different. Mountain. We have a little Zane thief guy here. Ultima, that thing kicked my butt with. I didn't realize you get an extra turn. I was playing against this in arena. That thing, did some damage. Well, weapon thing. All right, fists. Someone fat Chocobo. You're not alone. All right, that's fine. 1, 2. So 5 packs left. All right. I don't know. I'm feeling good about this opening so far. I mean, especially since I didn't pay $700 for it. Because that's ridiculous. Let's go, hero. Well, I got the meme card. I got the Jumbo Cactuar foil. I mean, I'm happy for the memes just because this creature's so dumb. But I don't want it here. Jumbo Cactuar, 10,000 needles. Whenever this creature attacks, it gets plus 9999 plus 0 until end of turn. People are gonna do some dumb shenanigans with that. Oh man, come on, let's freaking go. I got Atraxa Grand. No, I want you up there. Oh, Sephiroth the Savior, Atraxa Grand Unifier. Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, Lifelink. When Sephiroth enters, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. For each card type, you may put a card of that type from among the revealed cards into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful card. Can we go to Ancient Copper Dragon next? Surveil 2, Esper Origins. Surveil 2, you gain 2 life. If this spell was cast from a graveyard, exile it, then put it onto the battlefield, transformed under its owner's control with a finality counter on it, with flashback for 4. Oh, there's a unit too. I'm so happy. Esper, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a permanent card, put it into your hand. Add 2 green, and then other creatures you control get +2/+2, and gain trample until end of turn. That's cool. That actually, I like that. I really enjoy the summon mechanic. So, Yuna, Grand Summoner, Grand Summon. Add 1 mana of any color when you cast a creature spell this turn. Creature enters with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it. Whenever another permanent you control is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, if it had 1 or more counters on it, you may put that number of +1/+1 counters on target creature. Oh man, that's that's amazing. Whew. Okay. Big name of the first blood. Brood. Flying Vigilance, board 2, it's an Elder Dragon. Shiva's Aid, when it enters, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn and can't be blocked this turn. Oh, I got an Ultima too. Yeah, baby, I wanted one of these. Destroy all artifacts and creatures. End the turn. Like, just end the turn. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, yeah. Ultima Mountain. And we got another search foil. 2 back to back of the same thing. Great. I mean, that's cool. Not bad. I really went on the search foils on different cards, but I'll let it go there. I probably should see if this is worth anything. I don't really remember which one of these are and which ones aren't. So, it looks nice, though. It does look nice. Crystal Fragments, UFO Octopus, Wanderings, Light of Judgment, and something else. Alright. Good. I got a Yuna, I got a Titus. Let's go. This collector box is... And there's a pack I still haven't opened yet, because it's part of the Collector Booster Challenge, so if you want to see it open, you know what to do. Just saying. Alright, please. Something. Oh, Midgard. Not what I want, but that's okay. Landowners tapped. You had black. You may sacrifice an artifact or creature. If you do, draw 2 cards with the Reactor Raid sorcery spell. Oh, we got the Kendrith, which is so sad because Kendrith just really isn't worth anything. So shiny Kendrith. Noctis is his real name. Red, all creatures gain trample and haste till end of turn. 1 in a green, put a counter on a creature. 2 in a white, target creature gains 5 life. Target player gains 5 life. 3 in a blue, target player draws a card. 4 in a black, put target creature card from a graveyard on the battlefield under its owner's control. So, a little recursion. It's cool. Oh, all right. I think if I remember, Summon Nights Around is like $20, I think. So for the, it's an 8-drop 3/3, but every turn you create 3 2/2 white knight creature tokens. Ultimate End. Other creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Put an indestructible counter on each of them, and the Knights Around is indestructible itself. Esper to Magicite? Yeah. Exile each opponent's graveyard. When you do, choose up to 1 target creature card. Exile this way, create a token that's a copy of that card, except it's an artifact and it loses all of its other card types. Beautiful. Gobez, Crystal Collector. Whenever an artifact you control enters, surveil 1. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 or more artifacts, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Then, if you control 8 or more artifacts, each opponent loses life equal to that card's power. So, simple. And I got a Cloud, too! We got a Cloud! Let's go! Do I want to... I'm gonna bell ring for Cloud. Cloud, the Midgar mercenary. When Cloud enters, search your library for an equipment card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. As long as Cloud is equipped, if an ability of Cloud or equipment attached to it triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Like true beatdown. Like that's good. That's a very good card. Yeah, Cloud, you get to go up there. Wastes. Okay. Crazy summon GF effort. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. I don't need to read these because they're, again, same thing. Why are... Okay, that goes there. Quest. Toadberry. Valkyrie. And then we have there Chocobo and an Iron Giant. It's a demon. Iron Giant, that's a demon. Interesting. I should know more lore. Then I would understand that better. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, let's see. Drum roll, please. Hero. Oh, we got Traveling Chocobo. Oh, I thought it was gonna be... I saw Traveling Chocobo and I got so freaking excited. I'll give it a bell ring because it's still, like, that's a crazy pull. Traveling Chocobo. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play lands and cast bird spells from the top of your library. If a land or bird you control entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So, yeah. Hero of Light. We have Adeline. So, decent. I gotta sleeve up the Chocobo just because I want to, but you know. Alright. I'm having a grand old time. Hero of Light. We'll get you out of the way. Got another summon. Summon something. Drino here? Chain, exile the top card of your library. During any turn, you may put a lore counter on this saga. During any turn, you put a lore counter on this saga. You may play that card. Okay. Whenever you next cast a creature spell this turn, it gains haste until end of turn. And that happens twice. Alright. Yuna's Whistle! Another Final Fantasy X card. Reveal cards on the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put that card into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. When you reveal a creature card this way, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, where X is the mana value of that card. Nice. We have another summon. Esper. Valley something. It's a Saga Drake. Exile an instant or sorcery card from each graveyard. Add red for each lore counter on this saga. You may cast an instant or sorcery card exiled with this saga, and mana of any type can be spent to cast that spell. Neat. Oh, I got a Sin! Oh, I was wanting one of these. Sin is so cool. Sin's like, chef kiss for the Sin. Flying, when it's a 7/7 for 7. Whenever Sin enters or attacks, exile a permanent card from your graveyard at random, then create a tapped token that's a copy of that card. If the exiled card is a land card, repeat this process. I love it. I wanted that bad boy. Island, Crystal, Fragments, Cloud of Darkness, Ring, Garnet. Hey, Auron's Inspiration! Yeah, let's go. I wanted this bad boy too. Shiny Auron's Inspiration goes up there. Esper, good, and Blazing Bomb. Wait, is that? Yeah, uncommon. Alright. So cool. So cool. Alright, let's see. Ultima Origin of Oblivion is the next one here. Flying, whenever Ultima attacks, put a blight counter on target land. For as long as this land has a blight counter on it, it loses all land types and has tap, add colorless. Whenever you tap land for colorless, add an additional colorless. Wall of Omens. Okay, I thought for some reason that this guy flipped. Imperial City of Ark, Wall of Omens, Defender. When this creature enters, draw a card. Hey, we have a Dion. Bahamut's Dominant. You go in that pile. During your turn, Dion and other knights you control have flying. Whenever Dion enters, create a 2/2 white knight creature token. And for 6, tap, exile Dion, then return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control, activate only as a sorcery. And we have a Bahamut, Warden of Light. Wings of Light, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. Those creatures gain flying until end of turn. Giga Flare, destroy target permanent, exile Bahamut, then return it to the battlefield tab. Alright. That's neat. Siegfried, Famed Swordsman. Menace, when Siegfried enters, mill 3 cards, then put X+1/+1 counters on Siegfried, where X is twice the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Okay. Ancient Calamity, Alien from Final Fantasy II. No, Final Fantasy VII, if I could read. Beginning of combat on your turn, put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to Nova's power, one up to one other target creature, which becomes a mutant. Whenever a mutant you control dies during your turn, you draw cards equal to its power. Yikes. Alright. Starting Town, nice and simple. Land enters tapped unless it's your first, second, or third turn of the game. Tap to add a colorless, pay 1 life, add a man of any color. Island, Fat Chocobo, Zack. Final Act, Aether, Evil Reawakened, Capital I Thing, and Town of Ruin. Alright. Cool. Last pack Magic. Let's see. I'm gonna start from the back. I'm gonna go from the back and work my way up. Just because I don't want to spoil what's there. Sun, Fist, Scout, something else. Choco, Ignis, Side Quest Card Collection, Clash of whatever. Swamp. Alright, now we're getting into the good stuff. Van, Street Thief. Whenever one or more scouts, pirates, and or rogues you control deal combat damage to a player, exile the top card of that player's library. You may cast it if you don't create a treasure token. Whenever you cast a spell you don't own, put a +1/+1 counter on each scout, pirate, and rogue you control. Neat. Hey, Lightning Security Sergeant. Menace. Whenever lightning deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card as long as you control lightning. Alright, nice and simple. Life Stream's Blessing. Draw X cards where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. As you cast this spell, if the spell was cast from exile, you gain twice X life. So you just foretell it. Alright, that's good. That's cool. Hey, Clive. We have a dominant. When Clive enters, you may discard your hand, then draw cards equal to your devotion to red. For 6, tap Exile Clive, return it to the battlefield, transformed under its owner's control, activate only as a sorcery. It turns into Ifrit, Warden of Inferno. Ifrit fights up to one target other creature. And Brimstone, add 4 red mana. There's 3 or more lore counters on it, exile it, and return it to the battlefield under my boy here. Alright. So now we have Dovin's Veto, Shadowbringer's Foil. Spell can't be countered. Counter target non-creature spell. And... not what you want to see. Arden the Usurper. Demons you control have Menace, Lifelink, and Haste. Star Courage. At the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target creature card from a graveyard. If you exile it this way, create a token that's a copy of the card, except it's a 5/5 black demon. Alright, did we hit our total? It's gonna be close because the heavy hitter, if it's still something, would be the Search Foil Titus. And I think Traveling Chocobo is some money, Cloud might be some money, and maybe one of these two, but I don't really know. I don't think so. Buster Sword might pull us through, so I'm gonna say yeah, maybe. I probably could have missed something in the pile too, so yeah, I'll say yes for what I paid for it, which of course you'll see because total's on screen. This set's wonderful. I wish the price point of entry for some people wasn't as high as it is, because this shouldn't be as high as it is. It's an amazing set. Cards are busted powerful. And some people just don't have access to it unless you want to pay $700 for a box like this, which is ridiculous. But, yeah, I'm happy with the pulls. Definitely going to spend some time looking through, seeing what I like, and building decks, probably. Who really knows? But I'm gonna have a good time with it. So, I think we made it. I don't really know, but if you made it to the end, thank you. Like the video. Do all the crazy stuff that we always say to do. But thank you, and I'm peacing out, y'all. I can't believe I got to search for Titus. That's crazy.